Hi again, Angie here. So I'm back and let's finish up page 7. Now I went ahead and applied this second piece that I'd made as an example into my page 7. So it kind of gave it a double flip. Now we're on to this page here, and I also have, because I'd made this page wrong, my example I made wrong, I have a little strip here that I need to put in. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one in first. And in order to do that, I'm going to need a piece of white paper. I might have one that is the right length. Let me look. No. None of those are it. My scrap box has become just that, a bunch of scraps. Let's see. What did I do with my piece of, I believe this is it that I cut. Yes. I want to put this one right here. This is one of my strings that I cut down, but it looks like it's coming apart. So I think maybe the best thing to do would be to, maybe this, nope, that's not it. Oh dear. This stuff is what we need. I would like to put it right here. So I will need, I would like to put this on this color paper because I think that it's going to look better. But in order to do that and to get it to fit here, I'm going to have to cut it down to the right size. So I'm going to mark it up here and clip it off. There we go. It's still a little bit wonky, so let's unwonky it. Ta-da! Let's see if that's better. And yes, it is. Okay. So I'm going to take my piece of white paper. The reason I'm using white is because this looks better on the white than it does on the black. On the black, it's pretty see-through. So I don't want to go past this line right here on my album. So just inside of that pencil mark I made on the album, I'm going to cut this strip down, and I'm going to cut it off right about there. Tiny strip, and I'm only going to cut it down to there. Okay. Let's see if I can get this lined up nicely so that it cuts nice and even. Put that in the box. Okay, let's have a look. See if this is going to fit. Now, even if it fits, if it doesn't close properly, then it won't work. Okay. I'm going to apply this on here first, and then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to cut that part off that I don't need. So I'm going to need some score tape that works. And I think we'll use the 3/8 inch. We'll apply that there. And break it off right there. And let's see. Where's my funky little tool? There it is. Going to peel that off. Looks like I got a little piece of glue under there. I'm going to pull that off so it doesn't cause any bumps and bruises in my paper. And I'm going to apply this on the center of that. But I better put some glue on it first. Shake up that glue. Oh, look at that. My glue is not working. I remembered to order glue today. I kept thinking of Game of Thrones. Winter is coming. And knew that I'd better order my glitter glue because they won't ship it if the weather starts getting cold. So, if you live in a place where the winter is coming, don't forget to order your glue before that happens. Because otherwise you'll be waiting till a nice warm spring day to get your glue. Okay, let me get a paper towel. Okay, now I've got that along that side pretty good, so I'm going to cut this side off. It needs to match up with my white, and this burlap cut's very easy. It's kind of woven into a knitting, kind of a plastic knitting. I'm not going to save that, although that would look good on that collage dog, wouldn't it? And then if I have it sticking out on this side, I'm going to go ahead and clip it off. Little bits. And we'll see what happens to it on that side. Okay, it looks kind of rough. So I'm going to cut down one whole string of it. So that it's pretty even. There we go. Gosh, I'm gonna have to do some collage art eventually here. Okay, now I want to take my 3/8 inch score tape, put it on the bottom of this one. And I am still in camera. It's not perfect. I feel like I need to get my camera closer to everything, but I know I won't be in camera if I do that too close. But let me know what you think. If it needs to be closer, I will work on that. Let's run some glue on here just to help us adjust it, because once the score tape's down, it's down. Blow off all those little burlap hairs and plastic pieces that came off of there. And you are going to apply this right next to your piece if you added this one on. Or if you need to fix something up, this is how you're going to do it. Oh boy, look at that. If you find your burlap is coming apart, run your bead of glue right along the edge and carefully reapply your burlap string in there. And it doesn't hurt to touch up any edges that you've cut of this burlap with a little bit of glue. It's not going to show once it's on there good. I think it's got to go that way. The glue will dry clear. Okay, I'm just going to let that dry. It looks kind of odd right now. Okay, we need to do this page. Now on the original, I did 2 photos up here and a pocket here on the base. And I used a solid black underneath of this, and I added some lace. So let's figure that out. We'll use this for our picture mats up here. So let's apply this piece. It comes down to about here. This is where our pocket will be. Give it your 1/8 inch all the way around. Remember, you have a score line over here for this page. Do not go over the right side of that. And about an 1/16 of an inch over there. Did I say an 1/8? I mean a 16th. Please forgive me there for my error. Okay. Erase any pencil lines you have on that. You can choose the other side if you like. I think I'll continue with this edge, and I'm going to put maybe a darker pocket down here on the bottom. We'll see what I have left over. Get out your distressing ink. Whoops, that's my walnut, and I just used it in my other one. So it'll be a combination of walnut and vintage photo. There we go. I'm almost out of glue in this one. That one is not out of glue, but it's not operating correctly either. I've ordered some new needles too because I have lost all my needles, or I have bent the heck out of them. Sometimes you get a clump of glue in there, just give it a squeeze, but don't squeeze so hard that that metal tip blows off and you end up with glue everywhere. I've done that. Makes a mighty fine mess. Okay. Before you cut your picture mats up here, get your pocket on. Get your pocket on there. Don't delay. Okay, I think I would like to use this one and bring back the postmark. But my words are upside down that way. So if I want the postmark, it's going to have to be at the bottom. Oh, and this has got that darn plastic edging on it. Okay, I think I got it off. Before we cut this, you know what? We have to cut our black pocket. Sorry about that. I have some pieces pre-cut here from when I was developing this page. So it has a 1/2 inch score on the bottom. Let me try it this way. Maybe it will fit. Ooh, look at that. Yeehaw. Okay. So I already have all of these folded at a 1/2 inch to make my pocket here. I'm going to line it up with the base, and I'm going to bring it up, oh, I don't know, right about here, I think. Cut that off. Then I'll be able to cut my paper to fit. Now, if you like, instead of cutting another whole piece, you can cut sections of pieces like this, and we can add some strips to it. We could cut it on this side and make a bigger piece over here. Ooh, I kind of like that on that side, but I like this on the same side. But what's down below? That looks really nice. That would go nice against this. Okay. So I'm going to figure out my size on here. Draw my line at the base of that pocket. I'm going to cut it across. Whoops, bring that with me. So let's apply our pocket first and get that down. Now this will be a pretty usable pocket, having a 1/2 inch on each side as well as the base. which means you'll be able to put more in it than you would a tuck pocket or a tuck spot. I'm going to line it up on the base here. Whoops. This is a good time to be sure it's going to close, and it still closes. It's pretty tight, but it does still close. Erase your pencil lines. Oh, I see some glue there that dried a little clumpy, so I'm going to remove that. If it gets mixed up with your ink, then the glue does turn brown, so you do want to be careful of that. Now I'm going to apply this on this side of the pocket. And then we're going to cut this piece to go in over there. Nope, that one's the one that's almost out. This is the one, oh. Don't forget. Ink it up, a little distress. Now let's distress it with some glue. Glue doesn't really distress it, but it does help to hold it down, doesn't it? Get rid of all my little clumps of paper. I do have to say, I will be glad to be done with this, because this is the second time I've made it. I went through and made the first one, I don't know why, without filming it. I wasn't thinking. I should have filmed it as I went, and then I would have been done a month ago. But I didn't. I was not thinking about that. Now I want to apply this blue piece here. Oh, it doesn't quite fit. But we are going to put some lace up there. Do I want this lace? No, I don't. I want the other lace. Is this it? No, I don't think that's it either. Oh, that is it. That is the whiter one. Okay. Well, that piece is not going to work like I wanted it to, because you see it's not long enough. But I can go this way with it and still get quite a bit of what I'm looking for there. Well, I can get that much of that blue. So, good enough. That will save us on some papers, won't it? Which is good. There and there. Oh goodness, where did it go? There it is. It's that time of evening in here where I lose most of my light from the day. And it gets kind of dark in here. Erase pencil lines. Sorry if I was out of camera. Just double check, be sure this is going to fit. It's a little long down here. I'm going to give it a little clip. There we go, perfect. Just dress it. The one thing about doing additional little pieces like this is it gives things a little more interest and texture. Now I could go that way. That would bring the same color, but then it doesn't quite look right. It looks like you're trying to piece it together. And this way it looks more like you're trying to give it a little more playfulness and interest. So I'm going to go for the playfulness and interest. Okay. Now we're going to add our lace. What lace did I use on that one? I have to look at it. Oh, this. I thought something was wrong. It's not this or that. I used, I used this. I cut this just a little longer than the pocket to start with. And then I went through and I cut it right at the top of the ribbon there without cutting my ribbon, I hope. My lace, I'm sorry. Kind of cutting it at a little bit of an angle there to get underneath the tips of the lace. There we go. I thought that the ribbon was different there. I'm going to throw that away, I don't need it. I did not tuck this under because I didn't want it to bulk up the pocket or the edge of things, because I still want this to close. So I just applied it right to the edge. And let's see. It's going to come off right about there. Okay, I'm going to apply tape on that side and this side because I don't want it to come undone. I'm going to find my 1/2 inch wide. That's going to help hold the edge of the ribbon together because it does start to fray quite fast. I guess we're distressing our ribbon now, or our lace and ribbon. This one is a little too wide there, however, I still want to use it. So I'm going to burnish that down good. And then I'm going to remove that one. Going to turn it around here so it's a little easier to put this tape on. I hope I wasn't out of camera. If I was, please, I'm so sorry. I get to thinking about what I'm doing and I'm talking and talking you through it. You just might not be able to see me sometimes. So I apologize for that. How rude of me. Okay. Go ahead and peel that one off as well. And if you have an extra string there, go ahead and yank it off here and there. Okay. Going to apply some glue. Just enough so I can scooch it around if I need to. Start at one side of your pocket and go to the other. That will kind of stretch to fit. Be sure there's none under your pocket there. There we go. Now, let's make our picture frames up here. And let's take a peek at how we did them before. I used the gray matting underneath. I used the snub punch, or stub punch, sorry, under there. And then I matted them with the cream color. So we'll need to find some of the gray. Let me see if I have a piece that is pre-cut that will work. Oh goodness. That's the wrong size. That came in Happy Mail. Okay, guess I gotta cut a brand new sheet. We want to have enough for our last page, so there's some of that plastic stuff, that glue that holds it in the okay. So I know I want two of those the same size. I'm going to bring them in about, what is that, about 1/4 of an inch on each side. I want it to come down about 1/4 of an inch from there. And I'm going to make nice long ones, I think. So you could put a couple of small photos on them if you'd like. I'm going to cut this piece out. Okay. Okay, so there's that part. Now, if you'd like, you can leave that as one nice big photo there, which I actually think would look really nice. Or you can put 2 small ones, or you can put 4 tinier ones, like the 2x3s. But I think, because this is my second album, and I really like this idea of having 2 big pictures in this one, I think I'm going to keep it this size. So you can decide how you would like to mat yours, but I really like that for me. And you know, you really need to be aware that as you make these albums, they kind of start giving you a clue of how they want you to develop them. I know that sounds really goofy and silly, but it really is true. I would have never believed it until I got way into art and discovered that art does kind of let you know what it wants you to do with it. It kind of leads the way. And it's okay to let it lead the way. When you let it lead the way, a lot of times your art turns into something truly spectacular. Sometimes it takes you down the wrong road, but mostly not. I need to clip just a little more off on one edge there. Just one of those curly cues. Okay. So when we make the Roses and Lace album, plan on making it as you go, because I'm going to make it on the fly, and just however it turns out, it turns out. It's really a lot harder to do an album this way, to figure it all out, at least for me, as somebody that just has art on her mind all the time. It's a lot more difficult for me to sit here and copy the album that I already made. I find it very difficult. And I want you to know that just because I do a certain way doesn't mean you have to follow it. These are just ideas for you to take, and I don't care if you follow it. You know, if you want to follow it exactly, then please do. But if you want to change it as you go and make this a flap instead of a pocket, then I encourage that fully. I'm going to smudge around this edge because, like I've said before, it's a white core and I just don't like it. Not for this album, because it's already kind of a distressed looking pattern. Okay, I'm going to apply this first, and then I'm going to apply the white. But before I do that, I want to remove any excess ink, because as you know, I am very good at getting it all over everything except for where it belongs. Okay, let's put it right about there. No matter how hard you try, little bits of glue will show up right where you don't want them. Okay, wiping off my fingers. Oh look, I already got glue on it. Ah ha ha ha. Angie. Okay, once again on the white, you may not want to run your glue all over the whole back. I do find on the white that the glue marks do kind of show through. And so I've been trying to avoid that by not putting glue all over the back. Just around the edges, I think, is enough and will hold it. It says it's a permanent glue. I hope I'm don't have my head in the way. Okay, I'm going to plug in my glue gun over here. There's that part of it. I have lights over here to try and light things up. We'll see if I blow out my power. Let me put away some items. I find a pin here, a bent pin. I'm going to have to make some of those little jewel things that I see people putting in the top of their glitter glue. Okay. Let me put that in the box, and that goes back in the tape. That goes over there. That's a pencil that's going to need to be sharpened. Okay. Sorry about all that noise. Some of those must be on the inside of the paper. I think what would shine this up nicely after you're all done with your album, you know those little cleaning cloths that they have for eyeglasses? I think that I will use that on these. Okay, we need to finish up our pocket here. I would like to add some little embellishments. Now, on this one, where are you? I added these little flowers with these little wooden beads. However, I noticed that these little wooden beads are making little punctures in the plastic here. So I want to remove those little beads and find something different to put on there that's going to be a little softer. And maybe it will just be like stickles. Stickles are a nice little, this is Twinkle. Shall we try it? Let's try it and see what happens. That will be a nice, soft, pliable dot there. Let's try them. Now, we can't touch those for a while. They are going to have to dry completely. Can you see them on there? Now, they're not showing up as shiny right now, but they have glitter in them. So that should glitter them up just a little bit, and I think that will look better. And we will do that. These are okay where they are, but these, like I said, caused this scar over here on the book. I don't know, did I show you that scar? See how it tore the paper? That was just from the little beads, the little wooden part of the bead there. So something to think about is where these touch, they may cause a problem. Now this one is just touching over here, and it's really not scraping on anything. It's just solid there. So it's not causing a problem over here. So let's see what we can do to make this pocket now. And we need to put some ribbon on this. So I need to set that where it will dry. And let me find some ribbon. Oh, I think we used all of that one. I might be onto a new canister. Must go this way. And it's this one I'm looking for. Now, in here is also this one with polka dots on it. So if you got this canister, you can use any one of these that you want. And this is kind of a white with a silver and gold in it. Gosh, that one's really pretty. That gingham is beautiful. Gosh, the polka dots are beautiful too. But I'm going to try and stick mostly with what I did before. Oh, I love that. Okay. No, 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 Angela. No. Not doing that. Okay. We're going to stick with the same ribbon. And let's get rid of that. Was it that one I used? Yes, 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 it was. I'm going to put one down here, like this. And should I go here, here, or there? Should I go like this and like that? Or there and there? I think I'll go there and there. I think I'll go there and there. That one's a little long, so is that one. I'm going to clip it off a little bit. I'm going to cut that little banner shape into it. Is it this way? No, don't cut that way, Ange. I'm going to cut this way. Remember, it doesn't have to be too deep. So I turn the fold towards me, carefully pinching it together, and then getting those two corners together as much as I can. And there we go. I'm going to put some tape on there. First, let me cut this one down. Cut this in first. Okay, I'm going to put the fold towards me. It's kind of a little thing there. Give it a little clip. It gets a little banner look to it. There we go. Okay, so I have cut them that way. I have this here. I have that there. Now, would this look better with all four of them done? Or do you think that's okay? I think... Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know if it would go right there. Let me cut two of these. We'll see what it does. So I'm just lining these up and trying to cut them approximately the same size. If you have an easier way to cut these, you let me know, please. That's just the way I learned to do it, was to put the fold towards me and give them a clip. So I know this page is turning out a little different than the first one did, and I am sorry about that, but sometimes I just have to change up things a little bit just so I can keep going on it. So anyway, it will be easier. Oh, I got some new ribbons today too. Oh my gosh, they are so beautiful. They're too wide. I bought them too wide. I thought I had them measured right, but I didn't. They're too wide for the ribbons and for the roses and lace, but gosh, they're so pretty. I like that better. I think I'll go with that. Okay. Let's put that over there. And let's find our... Am I using 1/8 or 1/4? Where'd my 1/4 go? That's my empty spool. Is that my 1/4? I think 1/4 is too wide for it. Yes, it is. I have to go to 1/8. Oh dear. I'm going to have to get out the one that's... Oh no, I'm going to have to get out my wild one. Where did I put it? Okay, here it is, the wild one. That's no good down that way. This one has been coming apart. I'm gonna have to cut it right there too. It'd be good to use some of this one. There's that one. Let's get some of that out of the way. My goodness. It's not going to be on there perfect, that's for sure. So tomorrow is my genealogy day, and I'm at the Genealogy Society. This last couple of weeks I've been contacting just a moment, please. I've been contacting presentation speakers. It seems kind of early, but it's for March of 2020. We have an annual workshop weekend for Friday and Saturday. And so I've been contacting presentation speakers to set that up. That's been exciting to hear about what they have to present, and figuring all that out. It's quite a schedule, quite 2 days of genealogy. It's very interesting. It's a lot of fun. And it's just so interesting. Speakers have so much to tell us. And they all have their own style, and they're all very, very good at what they do. We've had some fantastic speakers in the past. This is our 40th anniversary year, which means it's 40 years that we've been doing this. Not me myself, but a lot of the people that are in the society, not a lot now, but several that we have were the beginning of the society and started it as just a genealogy center in the library, and then some of the founding people left their estates to them, and they were able to build a genealogy society, which is extremely fortunate. So anyway, that's what my day is tomorrow, so I won't be filming tomorrow. Then Wednesday, Luigi has to go in for his dental appointment because his chin is not getting well, so it must be that he has an infection in his mouth that is causing the problems with his poor little lips. He's got sores, and looks like he's just over drooling, and it's causing sores along his lower lip due to over drooling. So, poor guy. But he's been on antibiotics, and I have to tell you, he's doing so much better. He feels so much better. He was just getting so kind of old looking and sluggish. He's 11 years old, but, or 12. What is he, 11 or 12? I don't know. Just had a birthday in July. But, anyway, he was really acting old, and it was really worrying me. You know, you get very attached to your pets. They become your little kids. We have 5 kids, but, yeah, you know. Your animals become your other kids. So I need a piece of black paper. I must have one that is the right similar or about size. Let's see. I did have these all clipped together, and I don't right now. Okay. Too big. Too tall, just right. Okay. Actually, it's not just right, but we're going to use it. We want to be sure it's going to fit in that pocket. Whoops. Let's go right there. And then we want it to come up. Oh, I don't know. Let's go down here just slightly because we're going to put a little thing on it. We're going to use one of those little things off of the back of the package as a tab. So there's that part. No. Yep. Let's see. Tab. I know I have some in here. Good heavens. I am disorganized today. Where did all my little tabbies go? I hate to show you my box of papers because you'll think, oh my gosh, where'd all her clips go? It's because I removed my clips because I was doing some other projects. And there they are. There's those clips. But I removed some of my clips because I was working on something else. And I need 2 of those. Let's put those over there. Let's go around the edges of these with our distressing inks. Don't really need to do the bottom, but I'm doing them anyway. Let's make sure when they match up that they are covering up any white spots. Yes. Wipe your fingers off of ink. Am I in the frame? Sort of, huh? Let's cut this white piece off to fit. Now, if you like, you could put lined paper there, or coffee dyed paper, anything that you like, actually, that might make it look older or more distressed. I'm going to give these a crocodile punch of 1/4 inch on the corners. That's a 1/2. 1/4. Lining those up together so that they match up nicely once I go to put them down together. There we go. There's that one. So, first things first, little bead of glue here on the bottom. And apply it to about the center of the black one, or you could do it off to the side if you like. Whatever you like best. Flip this over. Oh, I can tell it is like nowhere near center there. But I'm going to leave it. I guess I kind of like it like that. Put your glue on this one and around the edge of the top one, or the one that's facing down. Oh boy, I sure have a lump in my table over there. Well, it's a sway. I have a big sway in my table. There we go. Those make nice tabs, don't they? Just off the back of the paper pad. Just go around the edges on the white. Oh, there it went. A big glue bunch. That's probably going to cause me a little tiny problem there. Probably squish out a lot of glue along the edge. Yep. Just walk around it with your whatever you're using to clean up with. A lot of people use baby wipes that are dried. Now you can decide on this one if you want to use another piece of white paper or if you want to use one of these. I think I'll use this. I love that. Oh, it does not fit. Well, I'm going to go this way then. Take that. Am I out of camera? I am sorry. Okay, get myself up here in the camera. Okay, so here and here, I'm 1/16 of an inch on the inside, or close to a 1/16 of an inch. And where did my lines go? Oh dear. There's that one. There it is. And there's the other one. Okay, which one is it? This one or this one? I think it must be this one. Okay, 1/4 inch rounder with your crocodile or whatever corner rounder you're using. Whoops, give that another clip. And I'm going to apply that. It's hard for me not to make the mats as I go. I like to do each page and finish it up, each page finish it up, each page finish it up. I do know the importance of saving your mats for the end, and that is that it gives you an opportunity to know what pieces you have left instead of using them all up as you go. So there we go. Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? And there we go. Now we need something down there, don't we? And I've been using, like I told you, the Tim Holtz doodads. I do have this thing that I found that I thought was kind of cool. Let's see, are those getting dry yet? Can you see that they're starting to sparkle? Probably not, huh? See that? It's getting there. Starting to get a sparkle on it. Let's see. Nope. Tim Holtz. So that's probably not going to work. So what I've been trying to do is have it just get a pop of color. Oh, now we do have some of our some of those other papers we put over here. These. Let's see what we have here. Oh, we have this really cool thing here. That would be nice. Also, in your packet, I think you still have some ephemera stuff that you can use. But I think I will... How big is that pocket? Ooh, it's kind of big, isn't it? Would make a tuck spot there, but I think it's too big. So what's that? What about these? Did I actually grab that out of there? Oh, I grabbed that too. That was not the ones I wanted. I don't know what I did with them. Well, fiddle-dee-dee. Let's see. these. We still have these that we could pull, or one of those. And I like that I have something extra to add some color there. Do I have any of these out? It's been a couple days since I've been in here, so it's a little more difficult to know where I left off. Okay. I know I have some of these cut out somewhere. I know I do. I think those or that. Going to carefully cut around these. Cutting up and down, up and down. Okay. Goodness. Cutting them kind of crooked like, and this way and that way. You can even tear them if you like. Whatever works best for you. Distress it. Don't distress it over your white paper like I just did, please. It kind of messes up your paper over there. Okay, so I think that maybe I will apply it like, if I leave it open just a little bit, then that's kind of a tuck spot, and I'm going to toughen it up a little bit with a few extra pieces here. Like that. Oops, I just tried to throw that on my stuff that's drying over there. And what else do I want to put there? I want to put something else there. Lovely moments, documents. The good things in life are better with you. That is, isn't it? Oh, I like that. Something about pens. It's the little things in life. There's a ticket. Thoughts of you always put a smile on my face. I like that because it's similar in color. So, let's add a little bit of collage here. What do you think? Maybe the pen, and maybe we'll put thoughts of you. And then if we leave that, there will be a tuck spot. Thoughts of you always put a smile on my face. So let's start with this one. Let's glue it down right here a little bit. Oops, I didn't distress it, did I? Oops. Oh gosh. We want to have it a little bit distressed, don't we? There we go. Okay. Then I think we want to put this 3 dozen pens on here. Just to give it some strength. Should have went this way with it, huh? But I think we'll just go this way. And we'll put a little tuck spot there. I really don't like that. Perhaps it needs to be off to the side with a little crooked spot there. With a tuck spot there. Oh, little tuck spot here, like this. Oh, I don't know. I don't like it now that I've put it there. And I don't really like it there. So, let's see. I think it was just a little too much. It's too big for that area. What did I put on the other one? Oh, I put something that looked like a little tiny postcard. Let's see if we can find another one of those. Little tiny postcards. Oh, I gotta show you what I went back and did in the other part of the album. Little tiny postcards, where are you? Ooh, there's some numbers. Yeah, here's some things called noted. You know, that might be good, then you could write on it. And let's see. Oh, class book. That could go under it. Just for some color. Montgomery Ward Company. Oh, love is all around us. It doesn't get any better than this. I don't want flowers or anything. There's something down there that I want to see though. Sale price. What I want is a stamp. Okay. Let's have a look at these. There, I like that better. Then you can write a little note on there if you like. So I'm going to distress these guys up. They already look pretty distressed, don't they? Going to distress this one a little bit. And then a Montgomery Ward's tag. I need to get some stamps or something to... What I need is a bird. That's what I need. I need a bird on there. I'm going to put that one there. Just like that. Now I'm going to add this one. I'm not going to make any tuck spots out of it. And then I'm going to add the Montgomery Wards. Just like this. And let's see. Nope. Nope. Well, that could go there, couldn't it? It needs a bird or something on it, but I just don't know what it is right now. Needs something. We'll figure it out. Little tiny picture of some unknown people. There's a pop of color. I like it. I don't know what, but this is so blue, I think it needs something to add a little bit of color to it. Just to, wrong one. And here, there, right there. Good enough for me. Now, I wanted to put on some little flowers or something. Where did my little flowers go? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We don't want anything to run into that. But let's see if our flowers are over here. Maybe they're up there. Oh! Did you hear that? My paper just fell off my table behind me and went all over the floor. Well, I never in a million years thought I would lose a whole bundle of flowers. I don't see them here. Then I start to worry. Did my dog run off with them? And I think, oh no, I hope not. But they are not back here either. Oh goodness. Where did they go? Are they in a drawer? Gosh, that'd be so weird for me to put them in a drawer. Oh boy, those would make a nice pop of color. Found that in the drawer. Excuse me, that's my mic hitting the table. Be honest with you, I don't know where my flowers are right this second. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at these. They would make beautiful pops of color in there, wouldn't they? This would work. But it's not exactly what I was using, is it? I don't know what happened to them. So, flowers, oh flowers, where art thou, oh flowers? Well, maybe I didn't need to plug in my... I give up. Where'd they go? Do you know? That's not them. Nope. Are they in this drawer? Excuse my arm. No. That is the weirdest thing. Where would they all go? I had like 6 packages. Well, needless to say, I don't know. Let's close this up for right now. And it did get quite a bit tighter. Definitely have to have this closure. What made it so much tighter is that darn ribbon I used on the side of that picture. Okay, let's get the album back over here and see if this is dry. If it's not dry, I'm not going to be able to show you. Nope, not dry. But I am going to tamp it down a little bit. You can see that it gets sparkly. on my fingers. My fingers are so dirty. I'm sorry. Okay, so I really can't show you what's in there. I wish I could show you the flowers I wanted to use, especially since I plugged in my hot glue gun. But I can't, because I don't know where they are, and there's no sense in trying to find them. So, oh gosh, I really want to show you. I can't. I cannot. That's not the page anyway. This one. Let me keep my hand here. That's not it. Oh, I know. Angela. Okay, that's this page. Here we go. So, on this page, was it? We needed to finish up the insides. I wanted to show you that on this part here, I added these up there and these down here. And then I wanted to show you that in this little pocket that I made over here, let me get a little closer. This little pocket, I made this. Put some little glittery hearts on here. I made 2 tags, and I attached them with a... Luigi, what are you doing? I attached them with one of these heart brads. Just a minute. Luigi's got my paper towel. Look at this. That's a Luigi paper towel. He probably ran off with my flowers. Okay, so I made this, and inside of it I put all these little goodies. I made some little tiny envelopes. There they are. They're little tiny ones. And inside are some little tiny pieces of paper. So whoever gets this album can write a little love note on there if they want, to whoever they want to give the album to. And they go right back in there. Then it closes. And here's the other one. It's the same way. Has a little note inside. Little letter. Little teeny tiny. And then I put, friendship is a flower that blooms in all seasons. And then I added this little postcard back. These came off of a, I think it's Recollections collection of recipe cards. And it was the back of the container they came in, the plastic, and then there's a little cardboard insert on the back of it. It had a bunch of these designs of what recipe cards were inside. Anyway, I made that into a little tuck pocket, added my items in it with my 2 little letters, and then it tucks right in that little tuck spot. And that turned out pretty good for that one. And this one, I made a tag for. And on the back, I made a little writing spot. Now that is white. Doesn't look very white right there. And then I added the photo mats on both sides. I still need to add this one. And this, the ones we just cut out for this one, these centers are what I use to make some of the photo mats I put under here. So I can close those back up. And that's how I ended up doing that. And I think this one we had all done together. I think those turned out quite nice. And we could use some little jewels on that page over there too. We have to think about it. So, there we go. I do think that this needs something. And I think that kind of needs something. I like how we added pops of color in here. That helped. And I think we need to probably do something on here too, to add some more pops of color. But we'll get there. Down towards the end of the album. This is where I kind of think a bird needs to be, but that is definitely the wrong bird because there's too much of this other stuff. So, anyway, we'll get there. And I will not be back until later Wednesday after Luigi gets out of the doctor's office, out of the veterinary office. And hopefully by then I'll have my flowers back here on the table where they belong. So I will let you go for now. And I look forward to working on page 8 with you. Page 8 is a waterfall. Fairly easy to do. And then we'll go on to the inside front and back covers. And whatever we have left to do on the... Well, I guess we have the whole album left to do, don't we? Oh, it's empty. Oh my goodness. Well, we have still a couple more tutorials to do. But that's okay. We're getting there. Don't like the way I did that. I think I forgot to put my tape down both sides. It's because I know I taped quite a bit in here, but I forgot a step, I think. I think. Ooh, and we'll have to think about decorations. Oh my gosh, how are we going to decorate this? We're getting there, little by little. Okay, well, thanks for joining me as we work through page 7. We will find our flowers and put them on here like I wanted to do. And we'll figure out what to do with the centers of those other flowers so that the little bits of wood, or you'll have to find some soft centers for your flowers that maybe some softer, smaller beads would work. Like these would be okay. They still have a center in them, but it's small enough that it will squish down in the page without hurting the page next to it. So it's always something to think about with the albums. Now I do have those, but that's not them. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, I give up. It's got the best of me. I don't know where I put them. And if it's in the abyss, well, it's here somewhere. I'm not going to buy new ones. I'm going to find them. I am going to find them. I am. Okay, so I am going to let you go. And I will see you in a few days. And I'll give you an update on the kitty cat and let you know how he did. So it's been fun having you with me tonight and earlier today. And I hope you have a good evening, or if it's afternoon or morning. Anyway, wherever you're at, enjoy. And thank you very much for joining me. So this is Angie, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye.